Good morning, everybody. How are you? It's Thursday, and it's day 49. 49. Tomorrow is day 50. Super excited. Not for any particular reason. There's nothing special going on tomorrow. It's going to be our our normal questions and answers and meditation. But tomorrow is our 50th session consecutively every Monday through Friday. And to reach 50 days in a row, with the exceptions of the weekend, it's a milestone. It really is. And as I said yesterday, for those of you who've been taking part in these lives each day, who've been watching the replays and doing the meditations and really being a part of this community that I'm forming here, I'm so grateful to you, but I'm also feeling such a sense of pride. So many of you, thank you so much for the love this morning. May you have an abundantly blessed day full of joy, love, and gratitude. Thank you. Um, but for those of you, I do feel a sense of pride. I mean, think about it. Even if you haven't watched all 48 sessions, today's day 49, even if you haven't watched all of the other 48 sessions, if you've been watching them here and there, the replays, and slowly but surely getting into the groove, that's a great thing. That's a great thing. Nobody says that your path has to be, prominent and dominant right now. You're forming your path, you're shedding layers, you're healing, you're purging, you're doing all of these things. So it's good. It's okay if you haven't been consistent. But many of you, from the messages I've been receiving, from the views it's been getting, I know many of you have consistently been a part of this since day one. And that just makes my heart honestly sing. And I feel such a beautiful sense of gratitude right now for all of you and for allowing me the time to connect with you. So thank you. Congratulations for those of you who've been sticking along this far. Tomorrow is day 50. All of your questions get answered tomorrow. But today's going to be a little different because we're so far in, 49 days in. I've been saying to the regular followers that one of these days we're going to do a almost silent meditation. The guidance in it will be very minimal. And this is because you've been meditating with me now for 48 days. We've started from why everyone should meditate, setting up your space, and then we've gone through all of the aspects of true healing and embracing forgiveness, manifesting into your life, all of these incredible things we've discussed in the last 48 days. But the one thing we haven't done yet is you haven't taken your solo flight. Think about that. I've been guiding you constantly, almost to the point where it's a lecture, just to keep your attention really here in the present moment, just so we can get to a calm state and I can have certain words and intentions really sink in and resonate. But today, I'm going to give a little guidance and a lot of silence. Maybe a word or two here and some more silence. And that's what we're going to do today, everyone. That's what today's topic is: silence. Why is silence so important? Well, I've been screaming in your face for years that you are full. Your mind and your heart is filled with noise and information. And 90% of it you continuously identify with as if it's who you are or who you're supposed to be. Those expectations, the perspective, the hurt, the pain, all of it. So really, this is a great opportunity for you because this is what it's all about. You have to take the time to spend time in silence. If you don't, you're always going to have this noise and information rattling around in your brain. You're going to lay down at night to go to sleep, and it's even going to get louder because that's the first time you're giving yourself some silence and stillness. So just like you are seeing things all day long and touching and tasting things all day long and hearing things, think of that: hearing things and seeing things, noise, background noise, information, words, perspectives, intentions, energies, all of these things. But when do you consciously allow yourself to process silence? Take a second here. Check this out. Now, you may hear the frequencies of the universe. You might hear your stomach rumbling. You can hear noise all around you. That has nothing to do with you. You can't do anything about that. You can't block. You can't force it away. I mean, you could put headphones on or put on some background music to drown it out, but it's doing its thing. It's doing its thing. You can't change. Just let it be. Right. So even if there's some dude down the street working a jackhammer or my neighbor is running their lawnmower, if I'm sitting here like this, I'm in my silence. Yes, I'm still hearing noise, but the longer we go in, the more we can just disconnect from it and the less it kind of interferes with us. But true silence, really being able to create that space for yourself, allowing yourself that moment of self care and that time to really, whether it's late at night or early in the morning, to embrace some stillness and silence. That's really what meditation is ultimately about. You've got a long way to go when you start meditating. There's a lot of thoughts and emotions you got to observe and let go of and process. You're going to fidget and wiggle and do all those things. But yeah, one day you will sit there and just embrace your stillness. Now, I've been meditating. This is no joke. I've been meditating over 50 years. I'm 56 years old. I started hiding in the closet in the apartment I grew up in at around 4.5, 5 years old, after my parents got divorced, like 5 and 6 years old. So I've been meditating for around 50 years right now. I didn't know it was meditation when I first did it, but enabling myself to hide and sit in that darkness and literally have no noise, nobody bothering me, just inside. I can't even tell you how incredible it was for me at an early age. My friend visited last week, Craig. He was here for a week, and we were speaking of one of my dear friends who passed away a few years ago. His name was Terry Penn. And for Terry to not be here today, it's a crime. It's a sin because he was such a beautiful, incredible soul. And me and him didn't get to speak a lot in these later years. And when he passed away, I didn't even really know he was sick. And I felt really just kind of bad about not having that good connection. We chatted when my book came out, and that was about it. Uh, anyway, my friend Craig told me that anytime him and Terry used to talk to me, even back in the day in my 20s when we were all hanging out and I was, playing gigs all the time and rehearsing with my band and stuff, he used to say to him, man, John, Jay, I don't go by John anymore. I really don't like that name. It's the name my parents gave me. So I just prefer the letter J, if you don't mind. He used to say, man, John is just, he's Zen, man. He's got something about him that the rest of us don't have. Just this, you can see when we're hanging out in the crowds, there's just something different about him. And it's because at that early age, I found that observer. I heard my future voice, me now talking and guiding my younger self into today. So practicing stillness and silence, meditation, mindfulness, this is the first step to true healing. And this is where we have to start. This is where you have to start. And once you start getting the concept and the grasp of what's going on and how to observe and come back to your anchor, then we can progress and move on. But today, I just plucked up. Today is all about stillness. So what do I tell you to do every day at this time? Please get into a comfortable position. And by comfortable position, I mean comfortable. You want to sit up, lie down, rest your head, stand on your head, float in the middle of the room, be comfortable. Truly comfortable. There's no law here. Nobody's judging you. And as far as judgments, no expectations. No expectations. Look at that. We're just going to close our eyes and chill. No judgments of the sounds, the sensations, the thoughts. No expectations to float up in the middle of the room or connect with some divine being. Nothing. Nothing. Nothing sounds great. Nothingness. So the more we do this, the more you'll learn how. Now, when we're doing this now, for those of you who haven't meditated with me before, you're going to have a lot of thoughts, a lot of them, and that's okay. Just focus on your breath, the flow, the feeling, your chest expanding. Really bring all of your attention. And thank you so much for the hearts. I love you. The rose, somebody sending a rose. May you both have an absolutely beautifully blessed day, all of you. But for those of you connecting with me and sharing and reciprocating that energy and sharing it out to the collective, may your day be extra special today. Okay. So, as I was just saying, we're going to close our eyes and you're going to have thoughts, man. I should have had toast this morning. And oh my God, that person broke my heart. All those thoughts are going to be there. Just keep coming back to the feeling of the breath, the flow of the breath, the sound of the breath, everything, the breath. And when you wander off that, my dog barking, or you're in thought, oh, we're meditating. Just go back to the breath, because I'm not going to be telling you to do this today. And as far as this, the fidgeting, wiggling, I have ruptures in my neck, no fusions, C6 and 7, C4 and 5. Right now, I'm talking to you, and it is like a knife is sticking me in my shoulder and in the corner of my trapezoid. So many times when I'm meditating, you'll see me sitting like this. You'll see me sitting in some position. And halfway through the meditation, you'll see me go like this. You'll see me move my arm like this. If I can't breathe into the stress, attention, and alleviate it, I'm going to move myself and adjust and move out of that distraction. Same thing with an itch. If you're sitting there, oh my God, my face is itchy. Oh, I can't move my hand. Alleviate the distraction. Keep your eyes closed, return to the breath, and look for those little slivers between the thoughts. This is how your thoughts are going to be right now when you're first meditating. They're going to be tightly pressed together. But the more you meditate with me, you'll start to notice that there's a space between the thoughts. The more we do it, that space grows. The more you do it, that space grows. Every thought you observe in your mind is a stress, a tension being released from the body, something you need to come to terms with, something that needs to be reflected on or investigated. But the more we do this, the bigger that space gets. And one day, nothing. Pure, no thought, no word, no want, no need, nothingness. No label, no identity, no culture, no wall, no border, no color, no gender, no political party, no religious party, no spiritual belief. Nothing. An awareness, that's it. Think about that. Think about how you're here and how long it took to get here. And think of what that first awareness went through and endured all by itself, so you and I could be here to end the loneliness. So find your stillness within, my friend. Everything you're looking for is within. We've just got to purge past the noise and information, break free of that mindset, that ego, that perspective, clear off, get out some of those negative energies that have attached themselves to you, and you'll be home. Please close your eyes. Don't control your breath. Don't try to alter your breath. Let it be completely natural. Just bring your attention to your breath. Let all thoughts, sensations, and sounds be without judgment, without expectation. No blocking, no forcing. Everything is as it should be. Breathe. Breathe with your awareness. As you focus on your breath, let your body relax more and more with each exhalation. Breathe. Breathe with your awareness. Relax your body even more. Let your elbows go. Let your shoulders drop. Relax your back. Just breathe. Breathe with your awareness. If there are sounds, sensations, or thoughts, let them be. When you become aware, simply return to your breath. Breathe. Breathe with your awareness. Breathe. Breathe with your awareness. Don't try to control your breath. Just be the breath. Everything is the breath. Breathe. Breathe with your awareness. Taking in a deep breath into the center of the chest. Lengthen the spine. And exhale. Taking in another deep breath into the center of the chest. Gently wiggle the toes and the fingers, moving the neck, and exhale. One more breath in, continuing to keep the eyes closed, relaxing, centering the body, taking a minute to 2 minutes on your own in silence. And when you feel comfortable, when you're ready, gently open your eyes. Thank you. And as always, when you open your eyes, oh, thank you so much for the roses. I'm going to say something about the roses in just a second, and you reminded me. So thank you. And thank you so much for the hearts. Honestly, may today just be a sparkling, incredibly blessed day for you. Like just insanely abundant blessings all day long. Thank you. I love when we complete and connect like that, when I share and you share back and we just share that out to the collective. So thank you. But for those of you, if you're waking up, thank you. If you're waking up right now, I mean, coming out of your meditation, I shouldn't say waking up, but you still feel that sense of stillness. Thank you so much for the love right back to you. Many blessings to you. You still feel that stillness and that calmness. And even just now, sure, you may have had a million thoughts, but you probably felt some stillness in there. You probably felt some stillness in there. And that's what it's all about. And the more we do this, the more we strengthen our capacity. Again, thank you so much for the roses this morning. So just remember, the more we do this, the better life gets for you. The more things come clearer and you feel and sense more. Now, as far as those roses, I'm considering something. I saw for years now, I've been trying to build uh, my life center, my mindfulness and meditation studio. And I had a private community, over 60 members. It was only $2 a month because I figured everybody would join it for $2 a month. It would be brainless, just like a series. I created a 12-part video series that is absolutely mind-blowing and incredible. And it's right there on my TikTok profile. It says series, and it's $2. I made it $2 because I thought just everybody's going to buy it. But obviously, if I made it $200, more people probably would have bought it because we just put such a monetary value on things. We believe that high monetary value validates things, and that is not the case. I guarantee you, go buy it for $2. If you don't like it, I'll refund your money. How's that? Um, I saw a video a couple of months back about a girl who was able to pay off her college, and I'm sure you saw the video too, pay off her college tuition by roses. And then I saw another woman who wants to build a home for her family, and she's doing the same thing. And I was like, wow, I was like, that's amazing that people can care that much to contribute to something like that. So I've been considering maybe going live like at nighttime, or doing something so I can go live with that intention, maybe more just a Q&A based thing, offering healing guidance and sharing intentional energy with people. If you wanted to feel an energy right now, if you needed an energy, I can literally send that energy to you and you would feel it. So what I was thinking is maybe opening up my channel to doing live healings and connections and things for roses. Somebody's saying yes. Yes. And I thought to myself, maybe that's the way I do it. Because this I love doing for free. I don't ever want to ask anybody for anything. This is like my temple, my church. Not that I'm all religious with you, and this is not about my spiritual path, but me helping you find yours and live that. But so I do this as my life's purpose. But maybe I can find a way to use my gifts and stuff and do it with the intention of getting roses. So one day I can say, hey, man, if you're ever in the vicinity, I have a life center that is open all the time, free to you. Meditation, mindfulness, you got something going on, come sit, have some tea. There's always somebody there to talk to. And my vision is that you would walk into this place and there'd be everything from atheists to Buddhists to Muslim to Jew to Christians, just hanging out and sharing a safe space, knowing we all embrace kindness and compassion and freedom and equality for each other. We're just using a different set of GPS coordinates to get there. Because in the end, we all go back to that one thing we came from. So it doesn't matter how you're trying to get there right now, as long as you do it from a place of kindness, compassion, freedom, and equality. We can sit in a room with people we never thought we could, and we can hear and share in some of the most amazing stories. And guess what? You'd probably find out at the end of the day, all of them feel exactly the same way about you, about themselves and the world around us. And together, unified like that, we can project such incredible energy out to the collective, and we can be a massive ripple effect of change, my friends. Until tomorrow, tomorrow is Friday, our questions and answers. So if there's anything going on in your life that you want clarity on, insight, guidance, from Easter bunnies to black holes to God and everything and anything in between, if you're comfortable and confident enough to share it, I will most certainly read it and answer it tomorrow. If you'd like to watch any of these videos in replay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. If you would like to watch any of these videos in replay, they are available on my YouTube and my Instagram and my private, I have a private Facebook group. It's called McHenry Meditation Services. You're more than welcome to join, but you can find me and all of my information by clicking that link. Until tomorrow, my friends, have a beautiful day, everybody. Take care, be well.